How would you feel if I told you that the very worst day of your life, the day you wish you could erase from memory, could actually be the turning point to your greatest day? Imagine if you could harness the pain, the setback, the raw disappointment, and light a fire so powerful inside you that nothing could hold you back. Today, together, we're going to discover how to turn the worst day of your life into fuel for a spectacular tomorrow. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project. Before we dive into transforming pain into power, make sure you subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and hit that bell icon. We bring you the strategies, mindsets, and daily habits that can truly change your life, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Think back. What was the toughest moment you ever went through? Maybe it was betrayal. Maybe you lost a job, lost a relationship, lost hope in yourself for a day or a year. You may have wanted to shrink, to hide, to let the day defeat you. But what if you could turn your worst day in life, burn into the fuel that powers everything good that follows? That's what we're talking about today. Consider the story of someone who spent their childhood in a tough environment, with very little money and even less hope. Imagine watching your family struggle just to eat, on Thanksgiving no less. For many, that might become the story they tell themselves. Life is unfair, nothing works out, the world doesn't care. But for some, something is different. Something as simple as the kindness of a stranger, food left at the door, a gesture that says, "You matter," changes everything. That moment becomes a symbol, not of lack, but of hope and possibility. Here's what most people don't realize. Every day, whether you're conscious of it or not, you're making 3 critical decisions. These aren't one-time choices, but constant moment-to-moment decisions that shape your destiny. First, what are you going to focus on? Second, what does it mean? Third, what will you do next? Let's break it down. You're making decision 1 right now. What will you focus on? There are a million things you could think about. The things that went wrong, the mistakes, or the opportunities. Focus equals feeling. What you choose to notice, you'll feel deeply. Change your focus, and you change your emotional experience on the spot. We never experience life itself. We experience the life we choose to focus on. The second decision comes right after. What does this mean? When something bad happens, is it the end, or is it the beginning? Is it a lesson? Is it a challenge to rise up, or proof that you're not good enough? The meaning you assign transforms your emotional state. The end of a relationship could be the start of real growth. Losing a job could be the push you've always needed to chase your true passion. Meaning creates emotion. Then, the third decision. What are you going to do? Your emotions, created by your focus and your meaning, drive every action. When you're angry, frustrated, or hopeless, the action is usually retreat, hide, lash out, or do nothing. But if you feel inspired, challenged, or grateful, your actions are bold, creative, playful. With these 3 choices, focus, meaning, action, you literally shape your reality. If you've ever wondered why it seems so hard to break out of old habits, it's because more than half of everything you do is a pattern, just running on autopilot. If you want a new life, you must change the patterns, but not by willing yourself to become a new you. That's hard, nearly impossible. Instead, start by shifting just one pattern. Pause for a second and share in the comments. What's one pattern you know you need to change in your own life? And if you haven't yet, please like this video. It helps us reach more people who need a positive spark in their darkest days. Let's dig deeper. High achievers often fall into the trap of focusing on what's missing. That hunger drives results, but it also leaves you feeling perpetually unsatisfied. If your mind is fixated only on what's missing, happiness and fulfillment always stay just beyond reach, like a hamster running on a wheel. To fuel greatness from your worst day, shift your focus to what you do have, even in disaster. That's how you build resilience. The ability to control what you do with pain, the way you metabolize it, is the difference between being stuck and breaking through. Here's what you can do, starting today. Every time something goes wrong, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Instead of stewing in pain, use it as a burning fire that forges a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Decide. You are going to use the stress, not let the stress use you. You are going to use the setback, not let the setback set you back forever. Here's a secret. The meaning you've been giving to your pain is probably not the only meaning possible. The worst day of your life can become the day that pushed you to outgrow your limiting beliefs, to chase the dream you'd been too afraid to even admit, to finally move forward. Your choices every day are the brick and mortar of your future. Now, here's something else. You may think fate or circumstances have dealt you a losing hand, but every successful person, including world-class leaders, artists, entrepreneurs, faced setbacks, heartbreaks, or adversity. What set them apart is that while most people stay stuck in what happened, those who thrive commit to making new decisions. Decision, not biography, is destiny. You change your direction the moment you take control of your focus, your meaning, and your actions. If right now something in your world feels like a dead end, make this your burn. Decide that from this pain will come a new power, a skill or a sense of humility, gratitude, and courage that you didn't have before. Quick reminder, if this is resonating with you, if you're starting to see how you can turn your worst day in life burn into real power, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with the word FUEL to let me know you're committed to this journey. Let's get practical for a minute. Remember, most of our actions, choices, and even feelings are repeated patterns. Patterns can be changed much more easily than the fundamental self. Start by inspecting your patterns. Do you tend to react in anger, or do you look to learn? Do you withdraw, or do you reach out for support? When things go wrong, do you focus only on the pain, or also on what can be learned, or what you still have? I'll tell you something else. Energy is your single greatest asset. Low energy leads to low performance. High energy unlocks growth. Everything improves with better energy. Your work, your relationships, your life. How do you maintain high energy in dark times? By tying emotion to physical movement, seeking out people who lift you up, and deliberately choosing empowering meaning for your setbacks. Most people today are running on low energy. Whether it's isolation, working from home, or uncertainty, we've gotten used to sitting, waiting, settling. But if you want to become one of the few who turn tough times into launch pads for greatness, you need to raise your standard for energy. Start celebrating small victories again. Move your body. Seek out challenge. Make it your mission to show up with more intensity and passion, even on tough days, especially on tough days. If you study history, you'll notice a cycle. Good times create weak people create hard times create strong people, and strong people create great times. The worst day of your life might just be the start of the best season, if you let it burn and use that fire to become strong. By recognizing and shifting your patterns, keeping your energy high and deciding to use pain as fuel, you can transform not just your own life, but the people around you. Your emotional state, more than anything else, determines your actions and results. The fastest way to influence someone else, family, friends, even your team, is to elevate your own state first. If you create joy, gratitude, and passion as habits, your nervous system gets stronger, your confidence grows, and you become unstoppable. If you valued what you learned today, you're going to love what's next. Click to watch more videos and make sure you ring that bell for all our newest releases. Let's keep turning pain into progress, together, here on the Growth Mindset Project.